Remember, fuzziness will clear as you speak.
I'm seeing the person.
Hmm.
It's, it's, it looks like, it looks like a man that has gray hair.
Okay. It looks like you're on land.
No, it looks like a man that has gray hair.
Oh, a man that has gray hair.
Yeah,
Do you feel like that is you or someone
it,
else?
it might be. I don't know because it looks like it's right. Either because it looks like he's right in my face. I don't know
Mm.
whether it's me
Okay.
or
I
not.
want Okay, I want you to look down at your feet and tell me what you're wearing on your feet. Do you have shoes on?
I'm not. See, that's. I'm not able to. I'm not able to look down. I'm just
Okay.
still. All I'm seeing is this person. All I'm seeing is his face. This person is looking distraught.
Okay. Can you tell me
So
what he's feeling? What's going on with this person?
it looks he's feeling very upset and distraught right now. It's like he's
Okay.
looking me in my face, like like he needs help for some reason.
Mhm. Do
And
you know do you know what he needs help with?
all I'm feeling is a sense of panic,
Okay.
and I'm not understanding with what.
Okay. Can you ask him?
I'm trying to.
Mhm. Is there anything else you can tell me about where you are standing
See,
and what?
that's I can't see anything around me.
Okay.
I'm not understanding why. I'm not understanding the situation right here. It's like
Okay.
this person. It's like this person is trapped somewhere. I mean, I don't know
Mhm.
because I'm not seeing anything around this person. It's like he feels like he's trapped. Um, and he's not under. He's very confused. He's not understanding where he's at. I don't feel like he can move. He's not. It's like he can't see anything around him.
Mhm.
So I'm not understanding this.
Okay. I want to move backwards to before this happened to the person, before what happened made him sad, and see how he got into this situation. We're going to
Okay.
move backwards now, and you are able to tell me about it. You are there now. What is happening? What do you see?
All right. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was in a car accident.
Okay. All right.
He's in a car accident.
Okay.
That's what it is. He's in a car accident, and he doesn't know that he's gone.
Okay. So he's confused about being in the afterlife.
That's what it is.
Okay.
He doesn't know that he's gone.
Okay.
That's what it is.
All right.
And so evidently that it was probably me
Okay.
in a past life. That was probably me and didn't know because he's like that's why I couldn't see anything. That's why I couldn't see anything because he's like he didn't he couldn't see where he was.
Okay. Can you tell me what happens next?
He feels himself being lifted up.
Okay. Okay.
Um, he feels himself being lifted up now and going towards. I can feel it being now. It's going towards an. I feel like it's going towards an opening. You know it
Okay.
like going up towards a light, going up towards an opening.
Okay. So he's moving further and further away from the place where he died?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what you're experiencing now.
It's not. It's not as a not as a confused as he's not as confused as he was.
Okay.
I am. I'm not as confused as I was. I guess. Um,
Okay.
but still, it's still he's with somebody that's trying to help. He's still not able to fully comprehend what's going on. Still not able to. Somebody is trying to, to help him understand. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Okay.
I don't know how else to, because that person or me is still not really with it.
Okay. So you see the light in the
Yeah.
tunnel? Do you
Um,
see the tunnel?
Not quite yet. I'm still.
Okay.
It's still in it. He's still in that fuzzy state. I still feel like
Okay.
there's so much confusion.
All
Um,
right.
you know what I mean?
You
That
said there's someone with you. Who's with you?
I feel that it's a female,
Mhm.
and that it is a family member.
Okay.
It's a prior family member, or somebody coming to him as a family member. That somebody that I will recognize. It's the way I keep saying he, but I need to
Okay.
say him.
Okay. Tell me what happens next.
Mm.
Is she guiding you to the tunnel?
Yes, it's still yes, because I'm still hesitant. I guess I keep want to say in he. You know what I mean?
Mhm. That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's me. It's me. It's
Mhm.
still hesitant because it's still confused. So, but yes, I go towards the tunnel finally, and then go through it, and then after
Okay.
that, I don't know. I don't know after that what
Okay.
happens.
All right. As you're leaving the tunnel, what else stands out in your mind besides the lack of absolute visual clarity?
A sense of release.
Mhm.
A
Are you
sense.
feeling better about your situation?
Yes.
Mhm. Tell me what you're feeling now.
Now it's more of a sense of peace,
Mhm.
a sense of release, a sense of peace. Um, and the word that comes to mind is closure for some
What
reason.
what word?
Closure.
Closure. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Mhm.
Yeah, because it is. It just kind of. It's like as soon as that happened, it just went. You know,
Mhm.
and just able to release it because it was like I could see that man's face. Uh,
Mhm.
but that's all. It was like that's all. It was like it was this. That's all I was seeing. That's the way it felt like, and I couldn't see anything else but that. And
Mhm.
I couldn't see anywhere, just right there. That's all I saw. And I
Okay.
couldn't, it was like he was confused, like he couldn't turn his head either way, couldn't see anything either way, and he couldn't understand where he was at or what happened or anything.
But he's getting
Yeah,
more clarity now. He has
yeah,
more clarity.
yeah.
Okay.
And so it was just steady, and I was feeling that same way. That's exactly the way I was feeling.
Okay.
So I
Just
couldn't take, I couldn't take anything else because I
okay.
thought that's all he was feeling. So I couldn't
Okay.
elaborate on anything about
All right.
it.
Just
Okay.
relax completely. Let your impressions come through easily as you continue to report back to me exactly what is happening to you. Please
Okay.
go on.
All right.
Tell me what you're thinking, what your thoughts are. What is around you? Have others come to greet you? Do you have any sense of security? Are you a little scared? What's going through your mind?
Right now, no. Right now, I feel fine. I feel
Hmm.
very peaceful. Um, you know, um, right now, I'm thinking of my Aunt Elmer.
Okay. Was
and
she the female that came to get you?
my Aunt Elmer, well,
Hmm.
my Aunt Elmer is, I love my Aunt Elmer. She
Hmm.
is, she's been gone quite a while, but she was always she was really my great aunt. She was always one of my most favorite great aunts. I love her too. But she's like, come on over here, girl.
Okay, so you're
Yeah,
seeing her there?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
As you move further away from the tunnel, describe what you see around you in as much detail as possible. So, what do you see around you now that you've come out of the tunnel? You're on the other side of the tunnel.
I'm down at the beach.
Okay.
I'm down at the beach.
So you
And but
went to the
it's
beach? Mhm.
a what?
You went to the beach after you got out of the tunnel?
Mm. But it's different. It's not the same. It's not the same beach.
Okay. Tell me
It's
more.
it's different. It's like it has like the big kind of like boulders. You know what I mean? The rocks,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
and the kind of like cliffs. Like walls up around it. The big
Mhm.
rocks and stuff that on the sides, kind of along the beach. It's not like the beaches around Virginia Beach.
Okay. And what is your impression of that place? Have you been there before?
Mm-mm. It's a different kind of beach, but it's pretty.
Mhm. Tell me all
It,
about it.
um, it's more a tropical type place.
Mhm.
It's really kind of I don't want to say like a little game type place, but it's like a jungle type place almost. But it's really nice. It's very lush, very pretty. It has,
Okay.
it looks like it has a lot of really, really colorful birds there.
A lot of colorful birds.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Okay. What about people? Are there any people there?
I see a few people, not that many there. There's a bird.
Mhm. Do you recognize any of them?
Um, Not really, because they're kind of further down. But I see some people swimming, but
Okay.
they're out there too.
All right. You said you met with your aunt at first. She brought you through the tunnel. Is she still there with you?
Yeah, she's on the beach,
Okay.
and she rolled up her pants legs, kind of raised a little bit.
Mhm. Why do you think your aunt was the one that came to meet you first?
I don't know. I always loved Annie. She was always such a real sweet, loving person.
Mhm. Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me about that space?
Um, I don't know, like I guess because we were on our way to go see her. She was in the
Mhm.
hospital and she was real sick. And we were going to go see her because she was, they were saying she might die soon.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we wanted to say goodbye to her before she died.
Mhm.
And right before we got there, before we could say goodbye to her, she died.
Okay.
So we never got to say goodbye to her.
Okay. So maybe that's why she came to meet you?
And,
Mhm.
and
Remember, you're watching this as a movie, okay? So she comes to meet you, you go to a beach together, and there are other people there. Do you know who they are? Can you tell me who they are?
and well, could be Uncle Howard to her husband. And Alan's there.
Okay.
That's my brother.
Okay. What messages does he have for you? What's he doing there? And where is he taking you? Is he taking you somewhere?
He's the second right hand.
Mhm. And where is he taking you to? On the count of 3, let's go there. 1, 2, 3. Tell me what is happening.
We're sitting there eating lunch.
Mhm.
So we just talking.
Okay. Just you and your brother? Or is your aunt there also?
No, just me and Alan.
Okay. And what are you talking about?
He's just telling me he loves me.
Mm-hmm. Did you talk about the last life you just got over with?
He just said he's sorry.
What would he be sorry about?
The way he left
Okay.
and leaving like he left.
Mm-hmm. And remember, you're just watching a movie, darling. Okay? Everything is okay. You're safe. You are protected. You're just seeing it like a movie.
But
So
he's
tell.
all right. But he said he's all right now, though.
Mm-hmm.
And he's happy and
Mm-hmm.
everything's cool. But he's just, he's sorry the way things happen. But he loves me and
Mm-hmm.
proud of me. And he's proud of my daughter.
Okay.
And that's all. But he wants
All
me,
right.
he just wants me to know he loves me.
Okay. Tell me what happens after you have lunch together. Where do you go after you have lunch together? Tell me anything else you see around you. Anyone else you recognize?
Donna's there too.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling me it's okay with me. Donna
Mm-hmm.
misses your law.
Okay.
And and she said everything happened for a reason and it's all right with me. And we both
Mm-hmm.
said, and it's all right.
All right. Keep moving along. What do you see next? What happens next?
They both walk away by holding hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then they disappear.
Okay. And where are you now?
I'm back on the beach,
Okay.
but not on the same beach.
Okay. What's different about this beach that you're on now?
This beach has this beach has crystals on it.
Okay. What kind of crystals?
I mean, these really sparkle.
Okay.
And, and I see some different beings
Okay. Describe them to me.
because there's one that looks like an now it sounds weird, but it
Nothing
looks
sounds
like
weird.
almost like a walking. It looks like a I don't know how to explain this. Their body is like shaped like this, but it
Mm-hmm.
looks like it's made of a bunch of crystals.
Okay.
Um, and I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay. Do you recognize it? Do you feel like it has a soul also?
Oh yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I've never seen anything like that before.
Okay.
Um,
Does it have a message for you, or is it trying to convey a message to you? Anything else you can tell me about that entity, the crystal entity?
I know it's sitting
Mm-hmm.
here, and I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to get what it's trying to tell me
Mm-hmm.
because it's looking right at me. It's saying you need to see. This is where I get confused, and it's getting close. It's getting closer to my face.
Okay.
Um,
You can communicate telepathically with it, I'm sure.
yes, I know. That's what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be aware of your own power
Mm-hmm.
and your own capabilities. Is what it's telling me because it's looking me dead in my eyes. So it's trying to do this talk out it.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be sure of your own strengths.
Mm-hmm. Is there
And
anything else you can tell me about that?
um, I'm trying. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to learn to focus more in order to be able to. I don't know how to say. It, I guess articulate better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And this is
Mm-hmm.
the way I. This is the only way I can get out. Um, I guess in order to be able to tune in better, you just need to
Okay.
learn how to focus better. I guess is what I'm saying. Because I can see it. I can see it. It's like a crystal, but it has a face. It has all
Mm-hmm.
these crystals coming out of it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it can move and everything. It's not like it's a
Mm-hmm.
rigid. It's not like its whole body is rigid. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it has this face and it has eyes because I mean, it's like it's looking me dead in my face, and and it's trying to communicate to me, but it's hard for me to get a good, you know, how it's hard for me to articulate what it's trying to convey to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know how to be able to tell you any better than that.
Okay. That's okay.
But I've never seen anything like it. So this is all, but this is something new to me. So, but I can see it because it's like this close to my face.
Okay.
But I can
It's a
definitely see
friendly
it.
it's friendly then.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
loving
I mean,
entity.
it has definitely a very stern look on its face, because it's trying to.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But oh no, it is friendly. It is friendly. I don't feel threatened at all.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
I don't feel threatened at all, nothing like that. But it's trying to be stern with me because it's trying to, like a teacher is trying to, you know what I mean? That type,
Mhm.
trying to get through to you, like, this is, you ought to know how good you are. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That type of thing. So, but
Right.
it's trying to get close to me because it's trying to telepathically tell me, and it wants me to get it, you know.
Mhm.
And I'm still trying to learn to tune in that way. So,
Okay. Okay.
it's yeah. But yeah, it kept getting closer and closer.
All right. What
So
happens next? Tell me what
okay,
happens next.
uh, so okay, so let's see. Um, it says, well, what happens? And now see, now everything's doing like this. So I don't know why it's doing that. It's going like this.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
mm,
At this time, Victoria, I want to move away from that
yeah,
scene.
because everything's doing like
Mhm.
this. It's just
Yep.
trying. Okay, so yeah.
Yep. From where you are now, you can look back on that scene and see it much clearer. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. Everywhere the spirit brings you during a session has a purpose. So as you looked at that experience, what did you learn from it? What was the purpose of showing you that experience?
Um, well, I think, uh, I think one thing is, first of all, I think one thing is that my Aunt Amber knew that we came to say goodbye to him.
Mhm.
I mean,
Absolutely.
and I haven't thought about that in years.
Mhm.
I mean, that's been a long, long time ago.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so for that to come up out of nowhere, you know, was awesome because I haven't even thought about that in a long, long time.
Mhm.
And that, because she died right before we got there, not 10 minutes before we got there. So, that upset all of us because we drove
Okay.
hours to get there. And she died
Okay.
not 10 minutes before we got there. So, and
Is
then
this something that has been weighing on you for a long, long time?
evidently, yeah,
Yeah.
evidently, because
Okay.
has been so many years ago.
Mhm.
Over 30 years ago,
Mhm.
over 30 years ago, and I hadn't thought about it in about that long. So
Okay.
evidently, and then Aaron and his circumstances. I don't
Mhm.
know. You know what the circumstances were? He shot his wife and shot himself.
Okay. Who was that?
So
Your brother?
yeah, my brother.
Okay. Mhm.
So, so that was real. Of course, and I
Mhm.
felt it. I was at
Mhm.
Bella's shop that morning when
Mhm.
that happened, and I felt it like somebody hit me in my solar plexus. I
Right.
had to physically get up and go out of the building. I felt sick, that sick. I thought somebody hit me right. I said, "What the
Okay.
hell was that?" And not 10 minutes later, my mom called and told me what happened.
So him coming in and apologizing, there was purpose.
Mhm,
That was the purpose for that.
mhm. And for him and Donna both to be hand in hand,
Mhm.
that was a big thing.
Mhm. Was Donna his wife?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
you see, so
Mhm.
so then and her to be saying it was okay,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
that's a big thing.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And Yeah, we can talk about that after.
Yeah, yeah.
All
But that's
right.
a good thing. That's
Mhm.
so. So that's a
Mhm.
real good thing. But I don't know,
Okay.
but anyway, but and see,
Mhm.
me and Alan would go out to lunch sometimes because we both in the same we were both in the same line of work at one point, worked for a government contractor.
Mhm.
So we would go out and we would go out and talk about anyway. It didn't matter, but
Okay.
we would go out and discuss a few things, sometimes at lunch. So that's why it was a lunch thing that happened to
All
come
right.
up. That's why it was that scenario.
Okay.
So,
All right.
let me
At this
start.
time, Victoria, I want you to move away completely from that scene,
Okay.
leaving the person there to continue on their path, continue there in divinity.
Mm.
You can either move forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You are now at another time and place. What is happening? What do you see? And remember, the fuzziness will clear as you speak. So tell me, looking around you, what do you see? Are you inside or outside? Is it daytime or nighttime? Do you perceive yourself to have a body? I can't hear you if you're speaking.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you don't perceive yourself to have a body?
All right. I'm sorry. What?
You you don't perceive yourself to have a body in this life? Okay. Do you feel like you're a light being?
I'm not sure right now.
Okay. Tell me what you're feeling. What kind of emotions are you feeling right now?
Right now, I'm just feeling more of a floating sensation.
Okay. So you're floating. I want you to continue floating,
Mhm.
but I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, you are going to be into another human body or another humanoid body, and then describe where you are standing. So 1, 2, 3. You're there now. Now describe where you're standing and what is around you. Can you see what's around you? Or what
Yeah.
emotions are you feeling?
I'm in. It's
You're
like
what?
it looks like
Hmm.
I'm back in. I want to say like a railroad.
Okay, so you see a railroad?
I see a railroad.
Okay. And if you look down at your feet, what are you wearing on your feet?
It looks like cowboy boots.
Okay. And do you feel male or female?
I feel like a guy.
Okay. And are you wearing anything on your body? Are you carrying anything?
I can. I'm kind of pale of some sort.
You're carrying a what?
A pail.
A pail. Okay. Do you know what you're doing there near the railroad?
I think I'm a worker here.
Okay. All right. And do you have a name?
Tom,
Tom?
yes.
Okay. All right, Tom, I want you to go to the place where you live and look at the outside of it and describe it to me. What does the place that you live look like?
It's just one of those. It's not a very big place. It's just a
Mhm.
small little house. It's
Mhm.
really basically just a one room,
Mhm.
and you just have, you know, you have basically just one room. You have a bed over in the corner, and then you have the stove, and then where you cook
Mhm.
it all, you eat. That's it. You just have basically a one room.
Mhm. And do you live there alone?
Well, I have a wife, but we don't have any kids.
Okay. And what's your wife's name?
Ever.
Emma?
Hmm.
Okay, so Tom and Emma. All right. So you say you work on the railroad. So that's what you do most of your free time doing is working on the railroad?
Yeah, only once in a while I go in and have a drink. But I don't drink
Mhm.
much because I don't like that.
Okay. All right. I want you to leave that scene at your house and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
Well, I finally got a raise.
What was that?
I finally got a raise.
Oh, you got a raise. Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that?
Well, it was important because we have an every raise.
Okay.
We've been working there for 10 years now, so we're raised like God.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me about that?
That's it.
Okay, Tom, now leave that scene one more time. Let's move forward to an important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see? Can you tell me anything about that important day?
There seems to be a shift in consciousness.
A shift in consciousness?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that?
All I know is there's been a shift in the consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's move away from that scene. From where you are now, you can look back on that old life and see it much clearer. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at that life, what did you learn from it? What was the purpose of that life?
The purpose in that way,
What was
the,
that?
the purpose in that way,
Mm-hmm.
that that even though you suffer, you still learn that suffering has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That just because one suffers doesn't mean that it is all in vain. That we learn through suffering that we still learn to endure, and there is goodness beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Anything else you want to say about that?
Through the suffering, one learns that one will always come out in his goodness.
Mm-hmm.
There always, where there is hope, there is light.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's drift away from that life. We are drifting and floating away from that life, leaving the man there to continue on his journey. And he'll find peace, he'll find what he is supposed to find, and we are leaving him there on his path to continue. And now I'd like to call upon Victoria's supporters, her animal spirits, her soul group, her supervisors, her healing team, her dragon guide, all her guides, and any past loved ones that would like to come in and ask you to sit there and protect Victoria. I now command through the power of my voice that any implants, blockages, interference patterns, negative entities, shadows, chips, strings, and cords be now removed from her chakras and from anywhere else in her etheric body, her astral body, her spirit body, and her physical body, which is here against her will and against her permission and against her higher purpose. From now and throughout all time infinitum, we now banish you from her energy field by the power of the Most High. I surrender you to be transformed through love. And now I place protection as a golden barrier around him, around her etheric body, her astral body, her spirit body, and her physical body. Nothing can penetrate this barrier without her permission and knowing and consent. By the highest counsel, such it will be, and she will fulfill her purpose on this planet beginning now. And now I would like to ask your whole team and my whole team and ask if it's possible to answer some questions that Victoria has for her journey. Would it be possible to ask some questions that Victoria has for her journey? Okay. Victoria would like to know, what is her soul purpose, her life path?
Her life path is the spiritual life.
Mm-hmm.
She was
What else?
a
Mm-hmm. She's a healer. What else can you tell me about that?
teacher to help guide those that need healing but gently, and to help them along.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you can tell me about that?
She finds the wounded ones,
She finds the wounded ones.
the ones, but the ones that were like
Okay. And what type of healing does she do?
she heals.
Does
She
she use her
heals.
hands or
She heals with her hands, also
mm,
with her voice and her
mhm.
crystal.
Hands and voice and what?
Her crystals.
Her crystals. Okay. Crystal healing. Yes. Perfect. What clairs does Victoria have in this life?
She's clairaudient, presentient. She hears, she touches,
Hmm.
she sees.
Hmm. And what is the purpose of having these clairs for her?
In order for her to help people, humanity, animals, anyone that she comes in contact with
Hmm.
to help the people that need help, to
Hmm.
help as many people around the world as she can, anybody that she can reach visually, auditory.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell her about that?
She's willing to help anybody that needs help.
Hmm. Okay. What was the dream of the grid about?
That was coming out of the Matrix as well as having to do with the Earth,
Hmm.
working with the energy of the creation.
And what was the purpose of showing her that?
To let her know that's what she, that's what her focus needs to be there. And Mother Gaia,
So she needs to do grid work?
yeah,
Okay. Does she know how to do grid work? Have you
no,
shown her?
no,
Okay. Is
she
there
needs
anything you can tell her now that would help her do grid work?
that she needs help with that. She needs to have a visual, more visual help with that.
Where can she get that help from?
she would have to do more research for that.
So research grid work.
It would help her.
Okay. Anything else that she needs to know about that?
I think she needs to know more about the ley lines and the way the energy flows.
Okay. Where can she get that information from?
She can get that from you.
From where?
She can get that from you.
Okay. Does Victoria's dragon have any messages for her today?
And she's very proud of who she's become.
What was that message?
You say from her dad. Is that who you asked? Her
Does
father?
Victoria's dragon have any messages for her?
I thought you said from her father.
Okay, well, if her father wants to come in with a message, he can do that also.
Her father is here.
Okay.
Her father said he was very proud of her
Mhm.
and that he's very proud of her daughter
Okay.
and that he misses them both.
Okay. And what message does her dragon have for her? And what can you tell us about her dragon?
I am the Dragon King,
Mhm.
and I came to her, and when I came, I introduced her to the others,
Okay. When you talk about the others, who are you talking about?
the rest of the dragons, of course.
Okay. And how many dragons are we talking?
Oh, many. There are many of us.
Mhm.
There are very many of us of all different colors and different types.
Mhm. So how many dragon guides does Victoria have?
Mainly me, but she can
Okay.
call upon any of us that she wants to.
Okay. And what is your name?
I am the Dragon King.
The Dragon King. And what else can you tell me about you?
What would you like to know?
What elements do you carry?
What elements do I carry?
Hmm?
I carry the element of fire.
Fire? Okay. What color are you?
I am a red dragon.
Red. Okay. And do you have any messages for Victoria today?
I would like to let her know that I have waited a very long time to meet her. I have
Okay.
been waiting patiently to finally be able to get in touch with her because I had been watching her for quite some time.
Well, I know she is excited to meet you also.
I am so glad to meet her, and I know she is so glad to finally see me.
Hmm. And now you guys can get to know each other a lot better.
Of course, very much.
Perfect. Okay. Any other guides that would like to come in that have messages for Victoria? And who are you also?
Of course, love. I'm Catherine.
Catherine?
I am Catherine, and yes, I
Mm-hmm.
am.
Mm-hmm.
And love, I have been around Victoria for quite some time, and I'm so thrilled to finally talk to somebody. I have told you, she has just been too much, dear. We have finally got her awake, and it took a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, we had to finally scream at her at the other house to get her awake. She is a she is a handful to tell you that.
Well worth it, though. We all are
So
well worth it.
we finally had to yell at her, scream in her face, "Why aren't you awake?"
Mm-hmm.
So she she finally heard it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes. And now you can work together. Does she need to know anything about ascension?
uh, well, she was. I tell you, she had she didn't know anything about it. She knew about Kundalini. She knew
Mm-hmm.
about you know, raising your frequencies and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
she didn't really know what ascension was. She
Mm-hmm.
knew kind of. She knew about Kundalini, so she knew about that type of thing. But she didn't really understand. I don't think about ascension. She didn't really have any way to talk about it. She was
Mm-hmm.
doing it by herself. So,
Right.
she knew about raising her frequencies and everything because she was totally by herself for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So she was trying to do all this by herself. So, and we had to scream in her face, "Why are you asleep?" And then she sat straight up and said, "I'm awake, I'm awake."
Mm-hmm.
She heard us though.
Mm-hmm. Did
So,
you help lead her to her soul family? To the rainbow butterflies?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
I felt that.
yeah. So
I
that was wonderful, yes. But I'm Catholic, so yes, and I'm the one that wears the toga and everything, and I have yeah. So
okay. Well, it's nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Mhm. All
So,
right. Anything else? Are there any other messages that you have for her today,
well,
Catherine?
you know what? I'll tell you what. Hey, you just tell her that Catherine says hi, and that
Mhm.
it's about time she got her shit together. Okay,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
and we're just so glad that and I'm so glad to meet you. So because yeah, and she just she really was struggling, and it was hard for her because she was
Mhm.
going through a lot, but she was trying really hard, because she was listening to all the meditation tapes and the frequencies and stuff like that, and trying to get
Mhm.
Kundalini going and I mean she was hearing and seeing things and I mean really because she was seeing visions and all these other things, and hearing stuff and all the stuff, yeah. So,
Mhm.
and that's when we finally shot at her and woke her up. And so, but she's been doing all this by herself, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then she, followed you, and,
Mm-hmm.
she was, following you for a long time, and then she was hitting this, and then, she started listening to you, and then there you go.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Catherine, we can have you answer the rest of the questions because I know you've been with her for many a lives.
Yeah,
So,
right? Exactly,
right.
right?
You've been with her the whole time. So, how many lives has Catherine lived on? Has Victoria lived on Earth?
Um, as far as I know, about 182, I think.
Okay.
You know,
All right. And what color soul is Victoria?
I believe indigo.
Okay. So she's an old soul.
Hmm.
Mhm. Okay. Um Victoria had an NDE and she said there were 3 hands reached out to her. Do you know who those hands were?
Well, one was, I'm not really sure. Okay,
Okay.
I
Mhm.
think I believe one was her great grandmother that she had never met before.
Okay.
Okay, one was a great grandmother. One was I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure. One was a great grandmother, and I'm not sure who
Mhm.
the other two were.
Okay. All
So
right.
I don't know. But that
Okay.
I can't answer for you.
No worries. What is Victoria's starseed origins and what planet is she from?
I know one. I know it's our Arcturian.
Arcturian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can you tell me what planet she's from?
So that would be. But see, she is a Syrian.
T-
No,
mm,
a
Sirius.
Syrian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sirius A
Yeah.
or B?
Huh?
A or B? Sirius A or B?
B.
B. Okay. All right. So Victoria was going on a drive on the interstate and she said she lost time. Can you tell me what happened during that incident?
She was taken. She was
Mhm.
taken for a little while, and
Mhm.
all I know is that they beamed her, and they
Mhm.
took her, and I'm not sure exactly what happened when they took her, but they took her for a
Mhm.
short period of time. They scanned her, and
Okay.
because they scanned her because they wanted to. I don't exactly know what they did to her when they scanned her, but they took her and they scanned her and they put her back in there. I think what they did is they ran a test on her and then they put her back. Is what happened.
And who are they?
What they did, but I
When you
know they took her for a short period of time and they ran some tests on her.
okay, were these benevolent entities? Benevolent beings?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, no, it was nothing bad. It was nothing
Okay.
bad done to her.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that experience?
No, but I do know one thing.
Mhm.
There was one, and I'm not sure who it was, but I do know when she was younger, there were some, I don't know who it was, but I do know there was some of the smaller, grays that took her when she
Okay.
was when she was little and did something to her that was not nice.
Okay.
Because I do remember that because she had a negative. you know what I mean, a negative experience,
Mhm.
memory loss, because of time loss, because I
Okay.
do know she had a very scary experience with a time
Okay.
loss. Yes,
But
and
she
it
doesn't
kind of
have any memories of that
yeah,
experience.
yeah, she has a bad memory for one of those times.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. But there's nothing to fear right now for her.
no, no.
Okay.
But I do know from her memories,
Mhm.
she has a bad memory from that
Okay.
from those times. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Um, what is Victoria and mine's past life relationship?
And whose?
Mine. She was brought to
Um,
me for a reason.
I think she was your daughter at one point.
Mm, okay. All right. Anything else you can tell me about that?
No, except that y'all had a big dog.
Big dog.
Except y'all had a big dog.
Okay. You know the dog's name? Do you remember the dog's
Ralph.
name?
It was Ralph, and it was
Ralph.
one of those great big sheep dogs.
Okay. She awesome. All right. Is there any other messages that you want to give Victoria today, Catherine?
Just tell her to say, love, you need to get it together, honey.
I will do that.
Okay.
All right. Um, Catherine, um, we did a collective meditation in Egypt on Wednesday and Friday of last week. What can you tell us about that meditation and what we accomplished from it?
I think you accomplished connecting the whole world as far as energy wise and heartfelt wise. I
Mhm.
mean, you connected everybody's heart centers and really, you connected everybody's feelings. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
mean, I think you just connected everybody's heart centers together, which connected everybody together around
Mhm.
the world. I really believe that's what happened.
And some
And
people had said it's had to do with the Ark of the Covenant. Would you know
yeah,
anything about that?
that also, and,
Okay.
and and that too, because that's part of it. That's part of it because that's connecting everybody. You
The Ark
understand?
is connected to everybody?
Yes,
Okay.
that connects everybody. You know what
Okay.
I mean? The Ark of the Covenant will connect the whole world together.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody will
Energetically?
be connected as one.
Mhm.
You know? Yes.
All
So
right.
I think it's a wonderful thing.
Mhm.
It's a very
Absolutely.
powerful thing.
Yep. And do you have any final messages for the collective today?
I think that um, it was the most powerful thing that was felt
Mhm.
in I couldn't tell you how many years, and that y'all did a wonderful, wonderful job, and that better times are coming.
Yes, absolutely.
Better times are coming, and just hold fast.
Mhm. All right.
And that's right. Hold fast, hold tight, and keep your faith.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I thank you for being with us, Catherine. And I do understand that the higher self holds the ability to heal any part of the human body that may need healing. Can I ask that you scan Victoria's body and tell us if there are any ailments or areas that can use healing to help her on her journey? Just scan from the soul star chakra all the way down to the earth star chakra and let me know and Victoria know if she has any areas that need source healing. Do you see any areas?
I think there's still a part of I think there's still a part of her here that she needs to forgive herself.
Okay. And
You
are you
know,
able to help her with that and offer source healing?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Great.
yes,
Wonderful.
yes,
Go ahead and do that. And
yes.
then fill in that area with source's white light, and then go ahead and continue the scan. Is there any other areas that might need healing?
Other than her back, no.
Okay. Are you able to offer source healing to her back?
Back, yes, yes.
Okay.
Back,
All
back,
right.
back and rib right now. Yeah, that's
Okay.
mhm,
Perfect.
good. Back and
So
rib.
go ahead and do that for her. And then fill in that area with source's white light. And then go ahead and continue that scan and just tell me when you're clear.
Mhm, okay.
Okay, all set?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'd like to ask now if it's possible to activate all the psychic abilities that Victoria came to Earth with today, and then let us know what it is that you are activating today.
Mm. All right, I'm gonna have to stop real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have
You're
to pee. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
absolutely.
I'm back.
Absolutely.
Pee real quick.
No worries.
Notification. I have to go.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
Be back. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That helps everything when you do that.
You need to go so bad. I understand.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay. So we have just activated your clairs.
yeah. Okay, my prayers. I know because I go.
Mhm.
I actually do psychometry. I forgot.
Mhm.
But yes, I see. I hear. I
Okay.
feel, and I do psychometry. I can hold something somebody's. And, I can do a reading with that.
Okay, perfect.
Uh, I
All
can't.
right. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to do a silver crystalline river meditation. So I want you to visualize a beautiful silver crystalline river, like a river of silver and crystal. It sparkles, it shines, it's very beautiful. I want you to see this beautiful crystalline silver river enter you through the crown chakra. And we're going to have it move down through the chakras in the body. And as it moves down through the chakras, the river of energy will expand out into all of your cells. It moves down through the third eye chakra now, sending healing energy throughout the head area to every cell in that area. And it moves down through the throat chakra, sending out healing energy to every cell in the throat chakra area. You can feel the energy. It is beautiful and peaceful. You notice healing as it moves through the body. Now it's moving down to the heart chakra and it's sending energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. The healing energy is moving down to the solar plexus and it's sending healing energy to all the cells in that area of the body. The healing river of energy is moving down to the sacral chakra and it's sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. Now the healing energy is moving down to the root chakra and it's sending healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. You can feel the healing energy moving through all the cells of the body. It is beautiful and peaceful and has great power. It heals everywhere it touches. It's moving all throughout all of the cells of the body. The body has all of the energy that it needs to remain balanced and in harmony. Any excess energy that is not needed by the body to function in complete balance and harmony is passed off through the legs and the feet. Anything that the body does not need is passed through the legs and the feet. It's passed out to the world as excess energy that anyone else can use in benevolent ways only. And now the body is in complete balance and harmony, functioning absolutely perfectly. This is the way it is, and this is the way it shall be. And now I'd like to ask if there's any final messages that you have for Victoria today.
You need to believe in yourself more
Mm-hmm.
and know that everybody needs you and you can do so much work. You can do so much good work out there for people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just believe in yourself, you can do amazing things for people out there. And you can
Absolutely.
accomplish so much.
Perfect. I'd like to thank everyone that came in today. Catherine, I'd like to thank your brother, your father, your dragon guide, all the guides, all the ascended masters that came in, all my team that came in to help us with this
Yeah.
session today so that Victoria can go on with her journey and hit that ascension um, pathway that she has made for herself in this life. So, Victoria, we're going to bring your light body back to your physical body now, just bringing your energy back to your physical form. All of your renewed and realigned and vibrant energy is returning now into your body. But before you open your eyes, you take note of the expansion of your heart and the increased depth of your wisdom and knowing and you send gratitude to all who participated in your journey today. And you are returning to your everyday awareness and consciousness, feeling yourself return now to this room and the present day and time, just waking up naturally and completely and fully. And you can begin to stretch and move and open your eyes when you are ready. You are beginning to wake up now. You can move your arms and legs, and it feels so good to stretch and move. You are now back in this room and coming back to your body completely, coming completely back into your physical form and everyday conscious awareness, feeling wonderful, refreshed, energized. You are fully awake. Welcome back. All right. Let me go ahead and stop this recording.